Alright, guys. We've got Solar in the top left side of the map here for Team Falcons. Hero in the bottom left for Twisted Minds. It is a PvZ quarterfinals in the Esports World Cup. It's weird that it's best of 5 quarters, but I guess it's best of 7 semis and then best of 9 grand finals, isn't it? Right, guys? Yeah. I was like, wait, you can't just do best of 5s and then jump all the way to best of 9 for the finals, but I guess it is those semis when we swap to best of 7 territory. Hero, one of the players, a big favorite to win the entire thing, or at least do very well here. Funnily enough, in an age where Protoss is considered a bit more favored, it does feel like recently guys like Classic have been taking more of the limelight zone to a certain extent. But it is, of course, Hero who finds himself here facing Solar in the round of 8. And what is he doing? What is... wait, is this double gas on 1 base? It's 2 gate, double gas, and he's going to proxy... Is this proxy Tempest? But why? Is that good? Is he going to proxy 1 base Adept Tempest? He's gonna do double Adept pressure, and then so Cybercore goes down. Okay, check this out, guys. So Hero goes Cybercore. This is such a fun way to start a series. She's gonna try and tilt Solar off the face of the earth. So if he can hide it. Yeah, you can build it like here, and you can kind of like maybe wall it in. Okay, so pylon there, maybe Stargate here. And you build some like maybe batteries. I don't think you go cannons with this. I think you defend it with just Adept battery. You go for an Oracle first, dive in, try to get damage, and then you try to go Tempest, yeah? I wonder if a Ravager can hit that pylon from there. Not that he's going to be going Ravagers very likely. It's a full... Is that a full wall off? I guess it is. Hero's like, yeah, it's 1 base or die trying, baby. This is his only probe on the outside. If this probe goes down, he's in big doo-doo. I think on this map, if you move here with a probe and you build a pylon there, you can squeeze a probe through the wall off, though. 2 Adepts coming out, and Solar immediately knows something is up. Let's go to Solar's camera, guys, as he tries to figure out what the heck is going on in this game. He's got to split the Lings up and scout for proxies. He's starting to do that. Yeah, he's checking. He's got to go check his corners right now. He's like, is it a gold base? Is it a proxy? What the heck is going on in this game? I knew I'm playing a weirdo in this series, but I did not... Oh, no! He just pulled his Zerglings back because he saw the Adepts coming, which means he doesn't see it. It's Stargate into Nexus. He's going to recall probes there, is he? You know what? Because otherwise you can't energy recharge on the front. You have to go all the way back to your base. So he needs a Nexus so he can energy recharge the Oracle. This is amazing. The Adepts are going to come in, going to force a ton of Zerglings out. Both players at 23 workers right now as the Adepts circle around now. You might even see it from the high ground. If these Adepts pull the Lings over to the edge, they'll see it. So he's kind of revealing what he's doing potentially as Hero. Oh, Evo Chamber block. Cancel. He doesn't cancel the Shade. He's going to try and pull back to the front of the natural. The Queens are there, though. Oh, the Queens are there. The Oracle flies in and derps out a little bit. Oh, bad Oracle micro for Hero. The first Oracle. He gets 1, he gets 2, but he does take a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Oracle's going to run to this left side, but it's out of energy. He's trying to build a fleet beacon and a shield battery right now, but his Oracle already used up all of its energy. He turned off its laser beam. Okay, the Adepts need to survive. The Adepts... No! The Adepts are getting through. The Oracle needs to help. The Oracle needs to help. Where is extra Adepts? He's only got 2 Adepts. He doesn't have any other units, guys. He hasn't been building Adepts. He also hasn't made warp gates, so he can't warp in over here as well. He needs to make another Oracle. He's out of energy. The Adept needs to hide in a choke point. He's going to recall a bunch of probes. The energy... He just used the recall, which means... Okay, he does have an energy recharge energy. The Adept needs to survive, though. You can't lose the Adept, mate. That's your only consistent damage here. Okay, the Adept needs to hide. Because if you don't have the Adept, you're going to need to keep turning the Oracle on and off. But he doesn't have Warp Gate. It's just started. The Link Solar realizes you just can't keep this up. And whenever the Oracle's laser's on, he runs away. And then if it turns it off, he runs back in. He's walking Queens. He's walking Queens. He's trying to make a Tempest his hero. Oh my God. Solar's going to break this with mass Link Queen all in. Remember, guys, this is Solar. Solar loves to all in. He loves to punch people in the face. He is not the sort of guy to second guess himself. Battery has to get cancelled. More batteries trying to build. Tempest will eventually defend, but it's going to take a while. The Oracle has 22 kills, but it doesn't matter if it's got 22 kills if you've got nothing else. The Tempest there shoots an Overlord with a bit of a misclick. The Tempest will eventually defend, but he's already lost all of his probes. And Hero, he's trying to make the building armor, the building damage upgrade for the Tempest. I don't think that's going to be enough. This pylon's going to go down, and then he can go for the other pylon, Ken Solar. He's already splitting his Lings up to attack the Nexus, attack the Stargate. He should be droning behind this, but it looks like he's just saying, nope, screw it, just keep massing Lings. He knows Hero's being too greedy. Such a clever build for Hero. but the first Oracle wasted way too much energy, and it took him too long to energy recharge it, I think. If he was able to get out a second Oracle, he definitely could have done well here. He needed to go second Oracle instead of Tempest, but just one Oracle was not enough. And now he's going to get depowered with just 2 Tempests alive. He's got nothing at home right now. Warp Gate's not ready. Oracle will go back to defend the ramp. These Tempests need to go in the main and start killing drones. That's the only way he stays in this. He needs to kill the drones. He did lose the building damage upgrade. It is what it is. He's got to be careful of those queens. It's going to take him a lot of shots to take those queens down. Oracle back at home does defend the Zerglings. He's on 29 kills. The 2 Tempests have to do the Lord's work. He flies into a Spore Crawler though. Hero doing hero things. Needs to stop flying into Spore Crawlers. These Tempests need to get the work done. He's going to go Twilight Council into Glaives behind it. Tempest and Queen still fighting on the front. Can he get the Queen? Gets the first Queen snipe there. That is the first Queen inside the base. He already killed the 2 out front. Meanwhile, Queen's rotating to the left. He does eat a bunch more Spore shots. He's got to be careful. These Spores do 20 damage a shot, man. 2 drones do go down. Nice pickoffs. Does pick off another Queen as well. Hero doing really well. Another drone is exposed, but he's got to be careful with these Tempests because the Lings are distracting him. The Adepts are on the outside. They get taken care of. Oracle there on close to 40 kills. Dude, Solar is headbutting like a mad lad. But this is what happens. He knows that you're investing on capital ships on one base. You don't have enough regular units to hold on. 43 kills on the Oracle. What the heck? The Queens are trying to defend. If these Tempests die, then Hero's dead. But as long as these Tempests can get through the Queens, he can get on top and win this game. Gets another drone. No, he doesn't. The drone hides in the extractor. He goes too far forward. Hero, why is he over creep? Why is he over creep instead of the edge? He goes too deep. If he loses that, it's the end of the game. He needs that Tempest. Okay, he keeps it. He keeps it alive, but only for he needs to go back and regen its shields. He's going to send it over to the right side now, realizing he can't keep microing that the same way. Oh, my lord. Oh, my gosh, the stress, the stress, the stress. This is absolute insanity. Hero trying to warp in Adepts on the outside. He wants to send Glaive Adepts across the map. He knows a Spy is going to be on the way, and these Tempests aren't going to be able to win the game on their own. This is crazy, man. Tempest doing very good. Tempests do not have cleave. They do not have splash damage. Someone in chat saying they outrange everything and have cleave. Cleave usually would be like splash damage. Like, what, Magnusaur? 35% cleave damage per level. Nope. Single target. They do get an upgrade that gives them bonus building damage, though. I guess maybe that's what you mean by cleave. Tempests are doing a little bit. I think he didn't spot the Spire just yet. Here come the Glaive Adepts. 5 Queens are ready, but these Adepts and Tempests together could focus these Queens down. Oh, he's going to do it. Pull back the ready point Tempest, though. Hero stays a little bit long with that Tempest. It's okay. The Adepts are going to have to fight the Zerglings. Tempests up against Queens. Adepts are shredding the Lings. Oracle comes in as well. Tempest needs to pull back. He's got to pull his Tempest back. They're both so low. They're so low. Oh, no. One of the Tempests goes down. Queen's still heading over to that base. Roaches are starting to rally out. Only 30 drones left for Solar, but it might not matter as the Roaches are now here. Look at that. Roaches starting to fall, though, to the Glaive Adepts. The Adepts actually doing pretty nice damage here. Drones starting to fall as well. But remember, Hero's only on one base, and those minerals are going to be mining out very soon. He needs more damage. The Roaches starting to get together. The Adepts stuck in a corner, and they will be going down. The Roaches and Queens finally scrambling together the defense that they needed. Oh, a bunch more drones go down in the main. Solar's economy is in the dumpster. There were still 2 Tempests up, I might believe, but with no Tempests out, I mean, there's a Spire as well, so Corruptors would have kind of ruined him either way. These Adepts here, going to try and shade out. He's going to cancel it. Just more Adepts coming forward, dude. What a hilarious way to start this series for Hero. Just no holds barred, super yol. I never would have expected just mass Ling Queen to be able to overwhelm, but Hero just believed in the power of the Oracle with energy recharge too much. That's essentially what happened here. He believed way too much. And look at this Roach speed. Roaches are out. Adepts coming in on the third. The single Mutalisk is going to start to do a bit of damage to them. And oh my gosh, Roach Queen in numbers that are way too high. That Adept goes down. Third base is a lair. It's 2k max hit points. Plenty of hit points there to survive. Muta's chasing the Adepts. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. If you shade into the Roach Queen, you're going to have a bad time. One of the Adepts does accidentally finish the shade. 2 more rallying in. The Mutalisks harrying them from above slowly. Throwing those Glaive Worms into them. And you know what? Once they give you the worm, you do end up in a nasty spot. He does shade into the main. The Roach Queen says, thank you very much. And the Roach is going to surround. The Queen's going to shut it down. Hero's going to have to tap out there. Dude, what a cool strategy. There are so many possibilities where this does so much better. What I'm really thinking about is this first Oracle didn't do much. And I want to watch when the Oracle flies in. This feels like it was a huge mistake. Feels like he at least should have had the Oracle rallied over here. And then who knows, the Queens might have got baited to the natural while the Adepts kept fighting the Zerglings. And then this Oracle could have done good damage. You could tell he just rallied it and he wasn't watching at all. And that's just a bit awkward. Because even if he dove straight to the natural, he could have probably got like 2-3 more drones. And that's a big missed opportunity. Very big missed opportunity for the Oracle. The great decisiveness for Solar realizing we got to go after this, man. And it's crazy because this is so well walled in. And yet he still manages to depower the Stargate. No Warp Gate is a wild choice. I think no Warp Gate is an absolutely wild choice. Like, I get it's a tight build, but I feel like you've got to go Warp Gate with a build like this. Surely you guys agree with me. It feels dumb. Like, don't get me wrong, you can get the Stargate before Warp Gate, but then you've got 50 minerals and 50 gas. Make Warp. He did make Warp Gate, but then he cancelled it. What did he cancel it for? Wait, what? At what does he need the 50 minerals and 50 gas for at this point? He literally just was planning to play pure air units, I guess, from here. That's crazy. I get the fleet beacons I think I mean, you can understand why he did it, because fleet beacons 200 gas, Oracle's 150 gas. Oh, I think he needed the warp gate. Because otherwise there's just no way to reinforce. Yeah. I also think the 2 Adepts, if he kept the 2 Adepts alive from the Zerglings and stutter stepped them back to the probes a bit better, he could have held on. Because if you've got 2 Adepts fighting with the probes, they can actually defend really well against handfuls of Zerglings whenever the Oracle's not got its laser turned on, and just adds a lot of DPS as well. Either way, great play for Solar though. Really good decisiveness to realize, like, look, I can't waste any time. I have to just do nothing but Queen Zergling, walk the Queens out, flood the Lings, and get on top of this before the Tempests are out. GG game 1. All right. Well, not the game 1 he was looking for, but it's Hero. If he didn't try crazy stuff, then that would just not be Hero. He's going to send a probe across at the very start of Incorporeal. Oh, I've been saying this map name wrong. People keep telling me. It's I looked it up the other day. It's Incorporeal. That's it. It's Incorporeal. Incorporeal. That's it. Poreal. Jeez. Incorporeal. That's it. Here on Incorporeal, Solar in the bottom right side of the map. Sorry, not a word I say very often, you know. Back in kindergarten, they're like, oh, stop going to the incorporeal plane of existence, pig. What are you doing, you idiot? And I was like, oh. You know, it's not, sorry guys, not a word we use that much. Thanks for the correction, people who pointed it out. I'll probably still say it the wrong way a lot, but we'll try. All right, guys, so he's going to have to go take the 3rd hatch, as expected. Gateway gas behind for Hero. Hero sacrifices a lot of economy to do this. It's not cheap. I don't think this puts you ahead as Protoss by any means. All it does is just mess up the Zerg's opening, make it a little harder, especially if you want to go for, say, 2 Adepts chronoed across the map. It's nice to do this, because the Zerg has to respect it and build like 12 Zerglings a lot of the time. Minimum 8, usually 12 Zerglings to shut that down and just really stay on their toes. And I think Hero wants momentum. You know, he tried to start out the series with a crazy cheese. Didn't work, but it doesn't mean he's going to stop trying. He's still going to try and put Solar on the ropes. Remember that Solar regularly beats Hero in the early and mid game, and then Hero just makes disgusting comebacks against him. Like, it's crazy how high Hero's win rate is against Solar historically, with how bad a lot of the early games go for Hero. It really feels, when I've watched these guys' matchups over the past few years, there's a very high percentage of Hero looking dead and then just winning games, and me going, wow, Hero's really good and Solar must be really tilted. So I do think Solar has historically had a bit of a mental block around facing Hero. I think it gets in his head a little bit just how much Hero makes these unreasonable comebacks. And you can see Hero kind of bullying him here, harassing him from inside the mineral line. It's very tempting to attack him with those 6 drones and 2-shot the probe. But of course, Hero's usually quick enough to escape before you get the 2nd shot off. Stargate goes down pretty quick in the main. Adept chronoed. No one really goes for the 2nd chronoed Adept these days. It's so rare. I'd love to see him do it, but he's queuing a Zealot. No, he changes it to an Adept. Ah, okay. But just a defensive Adept. Interesting. Chrono on the natural. More probes will be coming out. Rallying from the main to the natural as well. Clean opening for Hero. Solar, on the other hand, guys, has gone 2 queens. Third queen starts at the third base. Makes a lot of sense. It's interesting. A lot of players play third queen before third hatchery, but I think he was expecting Hero to try and block him with the probe. So he kind of does the old school way. Just get the quick third hatch up. I know like Rainer, for instance, he always goes for the quick third queen in these scenarios. People in chat still discussing cleave. Oh, here we go. You guys are talking about like a pierce attack. If you're talking about an attack that pierces through 1, Hellion, you could kind of call a pierce attack, but it's just like a straight line of AoE. All right, Depp gets himself a Zergling, tries to hide. Yeah, good position to hide. Oracle goes down the left. No energy recharge just yet. Wants to chrono the second Oracle. Probe's going to build a third Nexus. There's nothing there to defend right now. No third gateway unit either. Cutting some corners is Hero. But the Zerglings have been pulled back. Oracle's going to drive around. Interesting. Zerglings do attack the Adept momentarily, but he should cancel that Shade. Escorts that Adept out of there. Really nice defense for Solar. But likewise, Hero, good pressure with a minimal amount of units as he goes Forge and Twilight after third and fourth gas. Looks like a pretty standard blink opening for Hero here. Oracle can easily defend that. Oh, I like the way he kind of threatens turning on the Oracle Beam and doesn't quite do it. Nicely done. Controlling that middle of the map, that watchtower, it's got to make you feel good, but surprised he didn't leave an Oracle there. As that Adeptor will get sniped down now. 2 Zerglings traded. Well worth it for Solar to take the mid-control away. Oracles think about diving. Great drone pull. Solar's so responsible in this game. He's only got 5 queens, but he instantly pulls 4 of them to defend. Really good reactions by him. And the question is, with this 5-gate blink Hero, can you defend a queen drop? Because I guarantee you Solar's German taxiing. I mean, I don't even know he is. I just feel it. I don't know, man. Oh, clean up on the stasis. Nice. Oracles don't take much damage, though, so they're still fine. They have a good bit of energy on them as well. 4th hatchery on the right side does go down. Oracle's going to come back and immediately take out those tumors, realizing the queens would move away after casting them. 2 drones as well. Great run by. Evo chambers on the way as well as 9 more drones. No sign of that big queen drop roach attack that I was talking about, guys. Robo's on the way as well. 6 Templar Archives comes in. Oracles see an extra gas go down in the main, but that looked like a fake. The fact that that gas went down when he saw your Oracles come in, he's looking for roaches though. He can't find it. It is an all-in, guys. Roach speed's on the way. It's roaches, it's queens, it's Zerglings. It's going to be a mass roach attack for Solar. It's a very simple all-in, but he's had a pretty good opening. He didn't take too much damage. 3 drones, 12 Zerglings, 1 Overlord. That's totally fine. And if he can get in there before Storm, it's really big. He does go, yeah, he goes for the drop. Of course he will. I mean, this is what you expect from Solar. Solar is a mid-game guy. He's shown expertise with mid-game all-ins against Protoss. He does not have a lot of late-game range. He can rush Lurkers, but it's not his forte. And if it goes to proper late game, he's just not an expert there. He prefers the mid-game. He wants to go get him. Storm just now starting. Extra gateways are ready. Hero does not seem to realize what's happening. Just looking at his production tab, you know, he's chilling. If he takes a 4th, he needs to be willing to give that up when this attack comes across. Because this attack, and look at the supply, 30 difference, it's going to get bigger. As the Roaches build, as the Ravagers, the Zerglings, they flood, it's going to be huge. Then again, 3 more drones come out. He shows him drones. That was on purpose. He shows him drones. Do not take the bait, Hero. It's 2 drones on a 4th. That's clearly a fake. It's not clearly a fake, but it is for us because we can see all the info. He cannot. He has no idea. Roachling waiting over there, hidden in the corner. Immortals building, armor upgrades building since he finished attack. How many High Templar does he have? Only 1. Why has he only got 1 Templar, guys? Storm's about to finish. He's only made 1 High Templar. And he's making Stalkers. Hero's drunk again. Mom, Hero's drunk again. Tell him to make High Templar. Why hasn't he made High Templar? Okay, he's got 1. The regular energy gathering is still powerful. Here we go. Solar shows it. Solar shows it. He's only got 2 Storms. He should have had 4 or 5 against this. He's only got that. The army needs to pull together right now. Hero's moving to the left. Why is he moving to the left? What's he doing? Why are his Stalkers over here? I think he expects a Ling drop in the main. He wanted to intercept a Ling drop in the main. The 300 IQ intercept attempt from Hero, but it's misguided. There is no Ling drop. He was expecting a Ling drop. It does not exist. Storm goes down. Great number 1 Storm on the Roaches and Ravagers. Second Storm, decent. Pops a Ravager. The Oracles are there, but these Stalkers getting wrecked on this left side. He needs to pull those behind the wall. He doesn't have any extra Storms. His army's in disarray here. Hero, he was overreacting to an imagined Ling drop in the main. A lot of people have been doing Ling drops in the main recently, so he thought he had to pivot in that direction. It was a complete misread. This is not an elegant attack. It is a simple attack, but an effective attack. Solar goes up the middle for the guts, and Hero just doesn't have the numbers to hold on. The Oracle dies to buy on the left side of our screen. Another Storm does clear a bunch of Zerglings. The High Templar desperately trying to defend. They morph into Archons as well. That Immortal's going to go down, though, and as the Immortal falls, the Roach Ravager breaches their natural. Remember, Roach speed was done this whole time. Stalker's warping on the right side, but this just wasn't the right defensive setup, man. Stalkers and Archons still trying to hang on. Can he make some magic happen? Let's bring those numbers back up. Oh, 80 supply advantage. Very big for Solar. Doesn't seem to have upgrades against the 1-1, but who cares about 1-1 upgrades if you've only got a handful of Stalkers and Archons to use them? One Archon does fall. Immortal rallies out of the natural. It's fighting the Ravagers. Ravagers are not armored units. They don't take bonus damage. Zealot's trying to warp in, and that Immortal goes down after killing just a single Ravager. That is not going to be enough. Oh, man. What an explosive attack for Solar. An expert at this sort of mid-game, just in-your-face, overwhelming play. And I really think Hero should have realized if you he had a cannon in his main? Wait. He was worried about a Ling drop when he already had a cannon in the main? No way. When did this cannon build? Oh no, he sees the attack here. So this is what I'm talking about. He sees the attack. He knows that the drop's coming. And Hero immediately goes, oh crap, you're going to drop me. I need to split these Stalkers to the side. Maybe he already sent them to clear up the 4th base. But they're so far out of position. And he's just so late on High Templar. It's 7.5 minutes. He should have had more Storms available. I really do believe that. And he should have had his whole army together in a ball. It's hard, though, because his natural wall-off is so vulnerable. He should have probably warped in a sentry here. Or built a gateway to wall off when he saw the attack coming. I think walling off with a gateway is a very justified decision. He builds a cannon in his main base. You tell he's just so worried about the Ling drop in the main. And he just doesn't get his army together. It's a crisp timing. I'm not saying he defends for sure, but I think if he keeps his whole army in a ball and tries to just buy time on the natural, he could do some stutter step in and out and try and defend this 3rd base, but maybe if he engages him on the ramp, actually. If you think about it, if you see the attack coming, if you can engage him out here, this ramp's a really good area to land Storms. Yeah, once the fact that he lets him up the ramp without using Storm is actually huge, because every second matters. And if he's got his whole army here and he's storming him on the ramp, Solar can't just walk through Storm. It's actually not a bad Protoss army. 11 Stalkers, an Immortal, 4 High Templar, 5 Zealots. It's a decent little army. Damn. Really good decisiveness for Solar, but I think Hero dropped the ball by letting him up here without dropping Storms on him. Alright guys, Hero on the bottom right side of the map, the Protoss boy. And he's got to win 3 in a row against Solar. If it was anyone but Hero, I would say, well, that's about impossible, because you got to stay solid against Solar's mid-game timings, which is so hard to do. Hero goes 13 Pylon? Okay guys, so the reason you go 13 Pylon is so that you can still block with the same probe. Problem is, I don't think you get there fast enough to block. This map's big, right? I mean, he's going to be cutting it awfully fine. Looks like Solar has gone Overlord, so he's going to send his drone down pretty late. Once again, he could have easily built this hatchery. Oh, but Solar sent the drone too late. If Solar actually sent the drone down early and didn't build the 16th drone, he could have built the hatchery. This is only Hero. Hero is the only Protoss player, guys, who consistently will send his probe too late to pull off the standard block. It is actually insane. He's very lucky Solar messed that up. Otherwise, Solar would have got his expansion on location while Hero is building a pylon, a supply early, sending a probe across really early for no tangible benefit. But Hero lucks out. He's a bit like a cat. He's got 9 lives, many chances, gets away with murder. Situations where other players would be punished. We'll see if that can cause the damage he needs. Interesting pylon placement. Pretty ugly base, but if he builds the cyber core there, I think the choke point's not too bad. Nexus goes down on 20. And yeah, surely Cybercore here, right? Just there. Oh! Oh, that's a really bad wall off because you're on mostly a diagonal. I guess there is a one space overlap. Okay, it looks like there's a one space overlap here. So you got one position between these two, which is good. If you stand there or in front, Zerglings will slide by. If it's a full diagonal, that's where it becomes really inconsistent. Is it Dark or Hero who never walls off? It's Hero, guys. Hero famous for not walling. His wall-offs are ugly and inefficient usually, and he doesn't leave units in the wall to guard it because he uses the select all army key a lot. Hero has one of the most chaotic yet fascinatingly unique organization systems. Talked about it many times, but there's always new people watching. He doesn't have set control groups. He actually just control groups whatever he's looking at most recently on 1, and then the next thing he looks at 2, and the next thing he looks at as 1. So every time he goes somewhere on the map, say he has a prism here, and he just clicks on the minimap, selects it, and then puts it on control 1. And then he wants to go kill an overlord here with a void ray, so he'll select it and put that on number 2. And then he wants to go back to the prism, so he'll double tap 1 to zoom back to it and micro it. But at some point, he might look at something else and control group that on number 1 instead. And it's always changing. So essentially, he only really uses army groups as an easy way to jump back to the units that he was just controlling by double tapping the control group. It's a very unique, very weird system. Very chaotic, and you'll see him pull off some of the scrappiest best micro in the world in certain situations because he's so fluid. You also see him make really basic mistakes in relatively simple situations due to just him making things, you could say, harder for himself than it needs to be, right? Don't get me wrong, StarCraft's a game where there is vast room for skill expression, so you can be really inefficient at one thing or do it suboptimally and smash at everything else, and it won't really matter in the long run. Oh, this Adept's going to get run down if these Zerglings go for it, but they're going for the tower. Unfortunate for Solar, doesn't get the pick-off he was looking for. Third Nexus goes down nice and early. And that's a good pylon positioning. Pretty nice choke point there for those Adepts. Oracle flies into the third, gets a drone, makes it 2. It's a lot of damage on the Oracle, but it's decent. I mean, 2 drones early when you first fly in is way more effective than 2 drones in a minute or 2. Still an Overlord in the main base. No Stalker just yet. I think he might warp one in once Warp Gate's done. It's too tempting with an Overlord right there not to just warp in a Stalker and take care of it. I think we might see an Evo chamber this game for Solar. I don't know, it just feels like a melee build. I don't know why. Yeah, he does. Okay, Evo chamber goes down. He's got 5 queens there. Hides it in the back as well. Doesn't want Hero to know. So if Hero goes just for standard blink here, +1 melee is one of the most efficient ways to defend that. And you can also do really good run-bys on the third. Potentially get the probes. Twilight Forge goes down after third and fourth. Gas on the natural. Very straight up. Solid play for Hero, except for the fact that he did forget a pylon, so he's a bit supply blocked. You can see probe production's halted until this Nexus finishes. And it's going to be 5 Adepts with 3 Oracles. Could go for a cancel on the 4th very easily here, as the +1 melee starts for Solar. And cancel that Shade, probably. Plenty of Zerglings. Oh, he goes for it. Wow, okay, the Adepts willing to dance. Willing to dance there. The Oracles not turning their lasers on. Feels like there's not enough Zerglings to really warrant that. The Adept's going to try and Shade. I think he cancels that Shade and just shift-clicks some drones. Lets the Adepts go down. And 4 drones, it's not bad. It's not a huge amount of damage. The Oracles want more. Oh, there's no Spore on the natural. And at least he does get himself a Queen, but doesn't find the drones. A lot of mining time in the main and natural do get lost, so there's a lot of indirect damage here. Oh, and he actually finds a few Zerglings moving out as well. That's kind of cute. Does still want that creep tumor, of course. The Queen chasing him is very ballsy. Could have fought that, but he knew there was more Queens nearby, which is why he didn't court that engagement. Oh, he's leaving a probe in the wall. I've been asking Hero to leave a probe in the wall for years. Finally starts doing it. Adept is there. Oh, that pylon's so vulnerable. More Adepts are going to come in. It looks like it is a solid wall off. And that should repower it. He's got to build another pylon, though, because that choke point sucks. That's a full diagonal choke point. That Zerglings can walk right in there. Oracles are in the main base. Queen and drones are there. Evo chamber behind the natural. Oh, I love the pull away. Solar's been so good at his drone pull aways, guys. Oh, he's massing Ling Bane. He's massing Ling Bane right now. And Solar's going for... What? He's going for glaives? 7-minute glaives? Why? Guys, we are like 2 minutes out of glaive adept territory. Hero is prioritizing surprise over intelligence right now. I don't understand. What is this? I mean, I guess if he doesn't have any banelings, but he's got a baneling nest. He can morph them in like 10 seconds. This is so ridiculous as a plan. And he just shows it to the watchtower. He doesn't even try to hide it. Oh no. There are 5 drones building. Lots of Banes morphing. They're not ready just yet, but it's +1 melee Zerglings with Banelings. They should be good enough to handle this. I think 6 queens do come forwards. Banelings are ready. He's got to cancel that shade. Does cancel the shade. 1 queen gonna go down. Evo chamber doesn't quite do anything as the adepts were already walking around there. And here we go. He's gonna follow the adept shade while the queens start to do some damage. This is a crazy strategy. Second forge goes down. He should not be going second forge, should he? Oh, he goes storm. He's already got storm in the way. I was going to say, it's so late in the game. You need storm. Way more important than double upgrades. And you know what? As long as he keeps the adepts alive, doesn't throw them away, I think Hero could turn this into something. But, oh, those guys are going to die. +1 melee is really good. Look how much damage boost there is. The Zerglings get way too much surface area. These adepts are going to try and come in on the north. Does take down a few of these. Gets himself a few of the drones, but he's too deep. Oh, he does recall. Banelings didn't go in the left side. Only 4 drones go down. 69 workers for Solar, not as much as I thought. He does have a Dropper Lord. Looks like he might try to do a Ling drop in the main. Only 3 base setup for Hero is what is the big problem for him. He's going to go Stasis Traps and make a ton of Stalkers while trying to establish a 4th base. Cannon Battery goes up in the natural. So the Cannon Battery in the natural is interesting. Because I feel like if you can't control this area, you're dead. Like, you need a 4th base. So I don't know about the cannon battery there. I think I'd rather a cannon in the main base so he's covered against drops. Because if Hero doesn't start a 4th soon, he's in huge doo-doo, man. He sees the Hydras. Like, you know this is Hydra Bane. Got 2-1 upgrades coming in. More Stalkers building. He's only got 4 High Templars. I really think in this sort of game you need 6 or 8 High Templar. He's got plenty of adepts. He's got plenty of Stalkers. But Hero... like, he needs to be leaning into that defensive setup right now and saying, oh, okay, I got to drag this one out to bring this back. Because we did some damage with the adepts. We didn't kill that many drones. Units lost tab right now, a little in favor of Protoss, but only a little. Looks like he did manage to deny the drone that was going for this base, but a new drone quickly is escorted up by the Hydras. Sees that there's no hive. So you've absolutely just got to try and get this 4th up. Cannons, battery trying to go down. And he does have more High Templar. 7 High Templar, it's a much better number, but usually you want to have 1 on the 4th, 1 on the 3rd, and then you have your main control group in the middle that you move reactively. Because you know Soul is going to attack from multiple sides, so you can't keep your army just in one blob. Shields. I love the shields upgrade. A lot of Stalkers in this main base that Hero's forgotten about. Banelings rolling in the left. Banelings rolling in the left. Probes are there in the open. Oh my gosh, the probes are so clumped. Oh, that's a disaster. A lot of probes do go down at the same time. Units running in on the 4th base as well, which means he's totally out of position trying to defend that. 11 probes go down, and Hero has to cancel his 4th. All the cannons and batteries go down, as well as the Nexus. But, you know what? He doesn't lose his core army. So he can rebuild that 4th and do pretty well. He's going to chase after these Hydras a little bit. Nice move. Off creep, those Hydras very vulnerable. They're very expensive units as well. Going to try to blink forward. Oh, 3 or 4 Hydras would be juicy. Okay, Oracle's trying to pull back. The Stalker did go a little far forward, but that's okay. Starts to throw the stasis traps up. Hydras are there with us around. He's got Hydras behind him. He's got to pull back. He's got to pull back and deal with these Hydras. He blinks forward again. Hero blinks into the Lingbane Hydra, and now he steps on creep. The mad... what's he doing? He knows there's Hydras behind him, and he attacked on creep. Hero gets completely 360'd. Solar. Really good. He pulled back, spreads his army, comes in from all sides. What? I can't believe Hero kept attacking there. He felt like he had to go all in. He didn't rebuild his 4th. He just felt, no, I gotta get you now. I gotta get you now. You denied my 4th. I gotta go, man. But what? He saw like 20 Hydras and Lings on his flank, and he pushed deeper into the surround. That's wild. Man just told his cavalry to charge into the middle of the enemy's center formation of pikemen. Like, that was crazy. Oh, no. Units lost tab now very close to even, but of course Solar's on 5 base, 77 workers. And, you know, Hero had great upgrades. He had so many High Templar, which are really good on the defense, not as good on the offense. He could have just rebuilt that 4th and held the probe key down, but I think he felt like he lost too many workers. The High Templar tried to drop some storms. He starts trying to pull back, and the Banelings are going to blow them up. High Templar goes down. Other two morph into an Archon. Hydras with beautiful angling, and the Banelings going towards that mineral line, taking out the pylon, depowering the battery, and really dominating win. It's such an upsetting performance for Hero, you know. He's so good when he's good. He's so on when he's on. But today, he just wasn't on. He was off. He's so off today. Solar played good, solid StarCraft. And I think what I'm impressed by is often Solar has early games like this against Hero, but then Hero makes sick comebacks and just wins. And today, Solar did not let that happen. Solar absolutely dominated the re-0. And I have to look at Hero's vision. I'm absolutely sure he was aware that there was army behind him there. You can see at this point, I think he's like, hey man, I made you guys go there. But then he sees him come back. And he sees him here. He gets vision on the tower. I'm not convinced he saw the army there. I think in Hero's mind, this army basically is going all the way around the top. And by pushing forward, he's separating him. I don't think he realized how quick Solar was to just come in from behind. And like, Solar did a great job splitting. So only a few Zerglings and Hydras got frozen there. And it's just, look at this surround, man. From Hero's vision, he kind of realizes, oh gosh. Like, look, I think he thought he had Solar panicking. Solar was not panicking at all. Solar just shut that down. Absolute domination. Solar gets the 3-0 and goes to the semifinals. GG, well played.